Good afternoon to all of you. Now I start with the second class of linked list, and I'll be starting from the place where I left yesterday. Yesterday what I did is to how to create a linked list. Today we'll do algorithm to insert an element into a queue, into a linked list, and also delete element in a linked list. Now what I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a illustration as well as write a small program to show you that how I am going to do this. Now I hope the yesterday's class is clear to all of you, and therefore with this in mind, I assume that you understood everything. Now in any case, if you want to ask anything, you are free to ask today. Now today we'll discuss add nodes in a single linked list. Now if I am doing this, I assume that the linked list is already there, and if the linked list is there, the start pointer will point to some integer, positive integer value. Okay, now it means that it is something like this. You will have some data, maybe say 25, and you will have a null over here. Now this is status in the first case. Now if I want to add a node in this single linked list, I can do two things. Either I add at the beginning or at the end. Therefore this can be like this. It might be over here like this. That means I will add a node over here, and I can node add here. And this is the one which you are having like this. Okay. Now if I am going to add the linked list over here, at the first it is add at beginning and it is add at end. Now let us think I am going to add at the beginning. Now if I am going to add at the beginning, now that means what I have to do is that I just write the algorithm that add at start. The same thing will be there. What I will be doing, I will be bringing one node from avail, and let us call it temp. That means this node is called temp. And what does temp holds? Obviously, it holds the starting address of that block of memory. Okay. Now, once I am having this node, if you are going to write a program, the statement C statement, you write temp is equal to struct SLL star malloc size of struct SLL. Okay, that is the one which I am using every time, the standard syntax for this. That means I will get. Now, what are the things you require to do over here? What you will do is that you will be putting some data over here. That means just try to see what I am writing. I have to put some data over here. Then update this address. And then what I have to do is that I have to shift start from here to here. Now this is the third thing. I will do this one as third. Because start must point to the first node. Now if this is the first node, start has to be shifted from the present node to the previous node. Now these three things has to be done by you. Now let me write these three things together just to make sure. Now what I will do, I have already brought the node from avail and call it temp. Now let me write the first one. Now what you will do, put some data over there. This will write temp of data is equal to any data. For example, let us take some element. Element could be say 1, 2, 10 to 20, 30, 40, 100, anything. Some integer data. Then the second one. Now you know that if I am going to use this, I have to make this one. I have to join this. Now, when I am going to do this, what is that part, that two called? It is called as temp of link. So this is called temp of link. And what you need to do, you put the address start into that. Now in that case, start will have some address which is given by the OS, and therefore what I will do is that I will be adding that, I will be putting this start over here. Now here, what is happening is that you might be having a start as, let us say, 2500. And there might be, say, 2450. Now what I have to do is that I have to copy this 2500 into the second, where I wrote second. That means at 2, I have to copy 2500. Now 2500 is stored in start. Therefore, that part I already told you is called as temp of link. Therefore, I will copy 2500 to that place. That means this is going to copy over here. And then I have to shift start from the present node to the previous node. That means what I will do, I will be writing the third one. Start is equal to start is equal to 10. That means now start was containing 2500. Now start will contain 2450. And therefore, this node, this will now shift from here, going to shift from here to here. You're going to shift from there to here. And by this one, start is pointing to the first node. And this is how you are going to add a node at the start. Okay? Any questions? I think it's fine. That is add at the start. Now, the other way. If I am going to add for this one, in that case, what I have to do is that I have to. Now, in that case, what I have to do is that I have to use. Therefore, in this one, the first will be same. Now, again, this contains this. This will contain like this. First of all, what you will do? You will do this. You will do this. And you will modify this one. Because in this one, this has to be the first node. That means, what I will do? I will have, I'm going to write like this. What I will do, I will write it over here only. Now what I will do, the first one, I will put something over here. Therefore, this is also called as temp. I will say temp of data. The second one, that is called temp of link. Therefore, I'll say because the second node will now have the null value because of the fact that that is the last node. And the third one is this part. I will write the start of link is equal to now you don't need to shift a start because start is already at the first node. And therefore, after this statement, the linked list will be something like this. Where this group will contain 25. This will contain some element what you put. Let us take, you put 11. And this is a linked list. That means you the first node and whatever address you are given over here, maybe the address is given as say 2580. So this will contain over here. And this will be some address 2500. It will contain in a start. Now, what is the value of a start? 2500. What is the value of temp? 2580. But once I have connected that, now temp is not required because temp is only required when you bring that node from avail and then you connect it. Once you connect, temp is not needed because you already connected with the start. Now, therefore, you find that this is also called temp, this is also called temp, and all those nodes which I am going to bring from avail, I will be telling it temp only. I will calling it temp because that is a temporary node. I only require that once I am going to connect the linked list. Now, is this clear to all of you? That means how I am going to add the start, how I am going to add at the end. Now, this 1, 2, 3 over here, what I am writing is corresponding to the 1, 2, 3 which I wrote on the in the example. And similarly, this green one, 1, 2, 3 is the one which I am writing over here with the green ones. Therefore, all those green ones are for the add at end, and all this pink one is for add at start. Now, if you are going to do it, say n number of times, your linked list will become something like this. Okay, now this is the linked list where I am having 4 nodes, and here I want to add a node at the last. That means I want to add a node at this place. Now for this, you are at the start. Therefore, what you have to do is that what you have to do is you cannot add a node from here until you reach to the last. That means this start has to be traversed such that it has to reach over here. You have to traverse the start from first to the last, and then only you can do. Now that means the algorithm will be done. Insert, add, in. Now the previous one was for the case where you had only one node, but here you are having a number of nodes. Now what you are going to do is that again you write the same thing, bring one node from array and call it temp. But from here you have to traverse also. Therefore, what you will do? You will do traverse and reach to the end. Traverse and reach to the end. Now, if I am going to move start, you will lose the starting address, because if you are going to use the starting address, you cannot go back. That I will told you that single linked list is only in the forward direction. Therefore, what I have to do is that I have to copy that start into some variable. Now, what I will do is that I will copy it into some variable. Say I will copy this into some variable t, where t is some temporary pointer. And with this one, what I will be doing, I will traverse t and will not traverse start. Then what I will do, I will be doing over here, I will say t is equal to start and I will say while t of link is not equal to null, you say t is equal to t of p. Now understand this line very well. This line is a common line for traversal. What I did, I copied t to start. Now t will also contain the same address as a start. Now I will move t forward till t reaches to this point. That means I will say while t of link is not equal to null, is true because it contains some integer value. Now you say t is equal to t of link. What will happen? Now t will move from here to here. Again you say while t of link is not equal to null. Again it is true. Now t will move from here to here. Now again it will check while t of link is not equal to null. It's true, and therefore now t will move from here to here. Once it reaches at that place, while t of link is not equal to null will become false, and therefore now you are ready to insert that node. Now this statement is called as traversal. And it is a common statement every time. Whenever you are going to use this any traversal algorithm, you are going to copy this code to that place. Wherever you want to move a pointer from any position to end, you will use this code. Now once I have come t to that place, now the things are very simple. Now you have to do the same thing. You will write 1 over here, 2 over here, and you modify this. That means now let me write 1. This node is called as temp. You can already call it temp. You write same concept, temp of data is equal to some element, some integer value, to temp of link is equal to null, and third, you have to modify the link part of T with nothing but the address of temp. If you write P of link now you know that this part is called as P of link, and you want to join this. Now what you have to do is that you have to join this. To join this, you have to put the address of temp into that part. Now what the temp address is stored, that address is stored in the variable temp, and therefore this particular data has to be copied at this place. Now that part 3 is called as T of link, and the address is stored in temp. Therefore, you are going to copy temp into T of link, and that by this method you will be able to join a node at the end. And this is an algorithm to insert an end. Therefore, what you will do, 1, 2, and a third one I will just write here. Third, insert the node, and this is the fourth is stop. Now that means first step, second step, third step, and the fourth step. Now this is the whole algorithm. That means bring one node from where and call it temp, then do a traversal, then you insert a node and then stop. Is this clear to everyone? Or if you find any confusion anywhere, you find the steps are not clear, please ask me, because as and when the class will progress, the algorithm will become little difficult. These are easy algorithms because you already know that this will be done if an already linked list exists. And how will I test whether a linked list exists when start is not equal to null? When start is equal to null, it means the linked list already has, this linked list does not exist. Correct? Anyone? If you do not understand, please switch on your mic and you can say that you have not understood this one. Otherwise, I assume that this is clear to you. Now, let me try to write an algorithm which will be something like this. Okay, this is a linked list which contains 5 nodes. Okay, you know that. Let me just try to show you some addresses. Maybe this address is 2510, this 2520, 2600, say 2470, say 2200. just by taking some hypothetical values. Now this 2510 will be stored over here. This will be stored over here. This will be stored over here. This will be stored over here. And this will contain null. Okay? This is the actual scenario. And you want to insert a node at the fourth position. Suppose my question is insert a new node at say fourth position, or better it could be at nth position. And I want to insert the node at fourth position. Now the fourth position, it means I have to insert a node somewhere here. I have to insert a node at this position. Between 2520 and 2600. Correct? Now, again the steps. First step is common. Therefore, you will again say bring one node from avail and call it, maybe I call it new. I can call it temp new, anything. Now this is called new. Now the second step is to traverse. Now in that case, you write temp perform again. I will say T is equal to start. Now that means you will have one more pointer over here called as T. That means I point T to the starting node. And then I have to perform traversal till where? Obviously, if you want
to third node.
To the third node. That means you have to perform a traversal to the third node. That means how many times I have to move forwards? Only 2 times. From first to second and second to third. That means if I have to move to third position, I have to move only 2 times. That means if I have to move inside at the fourth position, I have to move 4 minus 2 times. That means if I have to insert a node at any position,
तो string compare फंक्शन यूज करेंगे.
Pardon?
Second step. तो second step में strcmp यूज करेंगे.
क्या यूज करेंगे? फिर से बोलो.
सर string compare फंक्शन यूज नहीं करना होगा.
स्ट्रिंग कंपेयर क्यों करना होगा? हम तो एलिमेंट से इंसर्ट कर रहे हैं, नंबर एलिमेंट डेटा है, हमें तो पोजीशन पे करना है ना. इफ आई से दैट इंसर्ट ए न्यू नोड आफ्टर say A or after B, then it is insert. Now it depends what type of data you are having. If the data what you are having is say integer, you don't need to do that. But I am doing it position wise. The other algorithm which I will do is that insert a node after say X or after say some name. For example, the data part are city names. For example, one is Delhi, Lucknow, then Chandigarh and Madras and so on. Therefore, in that case, you will be able to insert. You have to do a string compare. But here, I assume that is data. Now, data can be, so it can be A also. It can be R. It can be C. It can be X. It can be P. Therefore, there is no string comparison required.
Okay.
Now, if I am going to do for the nth position, you have to move n minus 1 2 times. Therefore, the traversal method which I did in the last slide, just modified. At that point I wrote is that while T of link is not equal to null. But here it will be not equal to null will not be correct. You have to move only finite number of times is n minus 2 times. Then what I will do, I will try to write like this, that while T of link is, now here you have to do 2 times over here. Therefore, in this case, I can do. There are 2 ways to do this. One is that you can do a count, and count you can do it two times. Therefore, I will write both the things. I will write count is equal to say 0 while count is less than equal to n minus 2, no, not less than. Now, how many times this loop will work? How many times this loop will work?
3 times. 0, 1, no, 2 times.
Only 2 times.
2 times.
Less than 0 less than 2, 1 less than 2. And that is what I want. I want to move only 2 times. Therefore, if I initialize count by 0, I will write count less than n minus 2. If I initialize count as 1, I will write count is equal to less than equal to n minus 2. And by this method, but now the statement is same. I will say T is equal to T of link. And this is the traversal algorithm. For n minus 2 times. Okay, this is the thing you have to modify. When the algorithm is changing, just modify that while conditions. Now, if you see from here, there is hardly any difference. Here also I wrote T is equal to start. There also I wrote T is equal to start. While condition is a little different. I wrote while T of link is not equal to null because they did not know where is the last node. But here I know I have to do only n minus 2 times. Therefore, here what I am writing this countable while loop is a countable loop where I am writing only n minus 2 times. Now, this is one way. Other way is that you can also use that you have to, instead of going over there, you can also do that compare with the element, but that is an easier one. Now, let us write the third step. Now, this is a little tricky. Suppose what I have to do is that you have to first of all fill the, here you will fill 1, then you will do 2, and then you will break this one, and then you will do like this. This is what you require. This is what is required. You break the link from C to X, and then you join the new node. Now here you have to be a little cautious. If you will break the link first before connecting, you lose all the nodes. That means if you are going to delete this thing first before connecting, you will end up in losing all the things. Therefore, what you require to do is that the thumb rule says that always modify the new node first. That means before breaking that link, first you modify 1, 2, so that you first join and then break. Because this load 2600 has no name. You are only having two names over here. One is T, which is now pointing to this place. After you have moved from here by a traversal, it is now pointing to this place. And you know that a new node is called as new. And this 2600 has no name. Therefore, you cannot identify that node. Therefore, thumb rule says that always modify the link of the new node first. It means that you do three things, 1, 2, and also you have to do here, you have to do 3 here. But 2 must be done before 3. You must do 2 before 3. If you reverse the order, that means if you are going to do like this, if you are going to do like this, say if you are going to do 2 before 3, that will, what will happen is that you will break the link. Therefore, this is wrong. Don't do this 2 part before 3. The rule says that always modify the new node first. That means you cannot do this 3 first and then this 2. Therefore, it should be the other way around. And this is the thing what you have to remember, that always modify the new node first. Then what I am going to do, I just come back. Now write the 1, 1. Same new of data is equal to element. The second one, I'm adding a small because there is a confusion that 3 and 2 is there. Therefore, this is nothing but this is nothing but 2. It's nothing but 1. But I'm not writing 1, 2 because 1, 2 will be same as above. Now 2, what is that part called as? This part?
New link equals to T link.
It's called as new of. Now what you have to do is you have to put 2600. But 2600 is not known because there is no name of that node. But what you can see that 2600 is stored in the link part of C. It is already stored in the link part of C, which is nothing but T. Therefore, it is nothing but T of link. Therefore, this is nothing but is T of link. That means this 2600 and this 2600, what you find are same. And therefore, if this is T of link, this is also T of link. Because X doesn't have any name, P doesn't have any name, R doesn't have any name. But here, T is having that C is having a name T. And therefore this. And the third part, is nothing but you say, what is the name of the third part? T of link. And you have to put the new link. That means the new link is stored over here, therefore I'll say new. Because what I will do, I will remove that 2600 over there and will try to that put that address of new into that. Now after this, what will happen? This one will now change to somewhere. This will now this will go, and here you will find this 2600. And whatever new is there, let us take new as say 2750. Now this will now contain 2750. This will contain 2750. And this is now the new linked list. That means the new linked list will be the thing that you A, R, C, the new node, then X, then P. But what I told you is that don't interchange second and third, because those two steps are going to manipulate the pointers. One can be done anytime because one is not a pointer, it's a data. You can write one anywhere. You can write one at the top, the second position, third position, doesn't make a difference. Therefore, in this case, when you are going to do this, you can write this one anywhere. This is immaterial. But 2 must always come before 3. If you interchange 2 and 3, you will break all the nodes which are coming after C, because you are not connecting the link and breaking that. Okay, that is an important concept. That once you are going to modify this part, then you modify the C part. Because here what I told you, that this 2600 is stored over here. It is stored over here. If you are going to remove that part, you will lose 2600. Because 2600 is stored at the link part of T. If you modify the link part of T, then 2600 will be lost. And therefore, I modified T of link, I modified the new part, and then I modified the T of link. Okay. Now this is an important concept, and that's all you stop at this moment. And this is how you are going to insert a node in the middle, anywhere. Now this is by position. Suppose I want to insert a node after say some name. Now let us try to do it, and you have to just modify the algorithm a bit to get that. Now let us see this scenario. Now I have like this. Now let us think that the data is a city name. Suppose this is Delhi, this is a Lucknow, suppose here is Chandigarh, and suppose this is Patna. Okay, these are the 4 linked lists which contains city names or strings, and you want to insert a new node. Suppose you want to insert a new node, say Mumbai, after Chandigarh or between Chandigarh and Patna. Okay, now this algorithm is same as that, except that you have to keep on comparing. That means for this, what you do is that I will just write the traversal algorithm. Now let us try the traversal algorithm. I will write the traversal steps. I will just copy T. T is equal to start. Now try to understand it very well. I want to insert after Chandigarh or before Patna. But those two are different conditions. Now try to understand this concept very well. One, it could be after Chandigarh. A second, it could be before Patna. The treatment for both of them will be different. Now let us see what will happen after Chandigarh. Now you will compare T of data is equal to Mumbai. No. Then you move forward. T of data is equal to Chandigarh. No. No. Then you move again forward. T of Chandigarh is equal to Chandigarh. Yes. And then you have to insert. Correct? That means you compare T of data is equal to Chandigarh. It's not there. You move forward. Therefore, what I will do, while T of data is not equal to, say, Chandigarh. I will say T is equal to T of Chandigarh. Okay. If I am going to do this, where the T will stop? It will stop at Chandigarh. Because T of data is equal to Delhi. Delhi not equal to Chandigarh is true. It will move forward. It will come here. Then from here you compare T of data is Lucknow. Lucknow not equal to Chandigarh. Again true. Move forward. Now T will come here. Now here T of data is Chandigarh is not equal to Chandigarh is false. It will come out. And there you can add Mumbai just like the previous one. But if I am going to add before Patna, now that is little different. Now you again write over here, you will, in this case, what you will do is that you are going to write over here as say now T will start from Delhi. Delhi not equal to Patna is true. Move forward. Lucknow not equal to Patna true. Then again Lucknow not equal to Chandigarh is also true. Sorry. Then Chandigarh not equal to Patna is also true. And now it will stop. T will stop here. Now at that moment you find Patna is not equal to Patna is false. And you have to insert a node before Patna. Now you have to come back, because to insert a node before Patna, you have to stop at Chandigarh. But you can't do that because going backward is not allowed. Now what you have to do is that you have to remove this link. And then what you have to do is that you have to use this one. You have to do like this. You have to do like this. Is it clear? But you cannot move T backwards because there is no way to go back. You only have the forward links. That means from here it is not possible to do because you already moved forward. Now the question is, what is the solution? With this method you cannot do because your T is at this place. You cannot move backwards because you do not have the address of that one. You only know the current address and maybe the next address. Now next over here is already null. That means you cannot go back. And therefore, for this there are two solutions. One solution is that you start with two pointers. Maybe one pointer T and one pointer T1. Now what I will do is that I will use two pointers over here. I will move one more pointer over here as T1. And I will write T1 also equal to start. Okay. Now what I will do is that I will compare with T of data, and then what I will do, I'll move in such a way but that T1 is 1 before T. Therefore, what I will do, I will move T, I will be able to move T just 1 after T1. Then what I will do, I will try to say T is equal to T of link. No, but with this what will happen is that it will be something like this. T will be over here and T1 will be over here. T1 will be over here. Now I compare with T and then I move T1, T also as well as T1 also. Now if this is correct, I will move both. What will happen? Now T will point to the third node, T1 will point to the second node. T will point to the fourth node, T1 will point to the third node. That means when this traversal will end, T1 will point here and T will point here. One before that. And therefore, what will happen is that you are going to compare with this. Now you are at the correct position. You are at T1. Therefore, now insert that node with T1 and not with T. Now this problem is the same as after Chandigarh problem, and you are going to insert over here. Then what you will do is that you just try to modify. Therefore, in that case, this is called, say, now this is called, say, new. What you do is that you are going to modify. Now I told you again, you modify the new node first. Therefore, what you do, you are going to perform this one first, perform this two, and perform, say, Z3. 3 is nothing. 3 you can do anytime. 1, 2 has to be learned. Now in that case, the first one will be nothing but mu of link is equal to T. Then second one, T1 of link is equal to nu. And third one is nu of data is Mumbai. Okay, that means you can move 2 nodes simultaneously, such that one is 1 before that. And with this method, you can insert after or before both. Except that if it is before, you move 2 pointers. If it is after, you can use 1 pointer itself. Now, what somebody asked, that string compare, correct. If you are going to do this, in C, it will be nothing but a string compare. You write string compare T of data, comma Patna is equal to 0. Now, how this line will translate into C? Now, for this one, you are going to do this one. Therefore, you will convert this line as string compare, say T of data, say comma. Now, here it is not equal to. Not equal to means it will be not equal to 0. Now tell me, if here it is Delhi. Now in this case, this is Delhi and this is Patna. What will return? What is the value of the string compare Delhi, Patna?
1.
Yes, somebody wrote, yes, he wrote correctly. Not 1. It will be ASCII of D minus ASCII of P. It will be ASCII value of D minus ASCII value of P. What is the ASCII value of D? 68
68.
minus
80.
minus 12 is not equal to 0 is true, therefore it will go forward. Just compare A65 है जब B66 है और यू तुम कैलकुलेट करते जाओ, यानी इसका होता है 65 to 90, है ना? ये होता है A का और ये होता है Z का. Therefore you can just calculate A is 65, B is 66, C is 67 and keep on doing. Therefore this value is equal to 12 minus 12 is not equal to 0 is true, and therefore what will happen? This loop will be true, and therefore it will this loop will be false, and therefore it will come inside. Let me move forward. Now similarly, if you are going to write for 3, this step will be done by using the string copy. Therefore what you will do, new of data is equal to Mumbai, you will copy string copy new comma data comma Mumbai, and so on. Now wherever string is there, you cannot use an equal to sign. You will use a string copy, string compare. That's all. But that is a programming part altogether, nothing to do with algorithm. The algorithm will be somewhere same as over there. If you are writing a program in say C++, and people who know C++, they know that in this case you can also write an equal to sign. You can also compare two signs by equal to once you have overloaded the equal to sign. Therefore that is dependent on the programming language. But for this, it is totally you can do in any way. But the algorithm remains same. Is it clear that how I am using for strings? You have to just modify the statements where you are going to compare and you are going to copy. For link part, nothing has to be done. It will be same. For the data part, of course, you have to modify. Here you are modifying data. Here you are modifying data. Therefore, for that,
Sir,
you have to do string compare, string multiplication functions. Yes.
excuse me, sir. Sir, as you know, sir, string compare is used only in C language, no? C and C++ language.
Oh,
But it is not used in Java, so it depends upon programming language.
Obvious. It depends on programming language. Therefore, it will depend on if you are going to implement in that language, you have to take the syntax of that language.
Yeah,
Therefore-
but I am saying that we are writing algorithms and we are using string compare function.
No,
That's
we
why
don't write string comparison algorithm. See, when I wrote like this, I did not write a string compare. I just wrote general statement. Similarly, if I wrote over here, new of data is equal to that city, I did not use the string compare, or I did not write the string copy, because algorithm is independent of any language. Now, if you know C, you convert into C. If you know C++, you convert into C++. You know Java, you convert into Java. It all depends on you. But the algorithm will not change. with the language. It is irrespective of any language.
Okay.
Now this is the algorithm.
So that means, sir, in algorithm we can't use string compare function. No, we
You
can't use.
don't write string compare. You just write if this equal to this. Therefore, if I'm going to write in that, what I will do, I will write like this: if say Delhi equal to say Mumbai. I will write like this. The algorithm is perfectly correct. If you write in C, you write if string compare Delhi or Mumbai is equal to 0.
Okay.
Therefore, that is C dependent. I will never talk anything about language in an algorithm. Okay, once I say that I am going to convert a program, now this I wrote. It's a C code. It's a C code. But nothing to do with algorithm. In algorithm, I write like this. Or even if I write like this, I will write like this. I will write like this. I write like this. In algorithm. Now I think it's clear. In the next class, what I will do, I will be doing the division part. That means the deletion. And with this, if you understand this, you will start double linked list. Will also be like the same. Therefore, you have to make sure that you understand the single linked list very well. Otherwise, it will be difficult to follow the double linked list because there you are going to manipulate more number of pointers.